Afternoon baseball on Miller Field today. It's the home opener for this new season between the Minnesota Twins and the White Sox. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching's going to be important for these guys, no question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
Behind him, the White Sox defensively will line up like this. Brian Dozier will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And how about this? Extra bases on the first pitch of the afternoon. And he's looking for three right out of the gates today. And he'll get there as he kicks off the ball game with a triple.
I tell you what, when you've lost a few games in a row, home runs are obviously nice, but nothing really fires up the dugout quite like a triple. He looks right into that third base dugout and says, "Come on, guys, let's turn this thing around."
Eduardo Escobar is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. EK, as we take a look at our home nine as they take the field here this afternoon, it's so far so good as they enter play 3-0 on the young season.
And they were able to put together a good performance in the victory yesterday afternoon, so let's see if they can keep it going here.
And that's taken for a called strike two. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of.
Now another 2-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Joe Mauer will step in for the first time, and as you can see, not the fastest of starts for him this first week of the season. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike one.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
There to take it is Abreu, and that's out number two.
Oh, and that's a big pitch right there to get that pop-up. That keeps the runner stuck tight to third base. And now with two away, your chances of getting that run home just took a big hit.
In is Torrey Hunter. Now a ball lined towards center field. And there's a base hit as the runner will score from third, and the Twins are on the board first, 1-0. Kenny Vargas will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. He's set, now the pitch. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Twins get a run on two hits. On now to the bottom of inning number one. Minnesota leads this one 1-0. On his way to the plate is the center fielder Adam Eaton to get things started here in the home half of the first. And this is hit well towards the hole. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Now you can see him just basically jumping at that first pitch. He pulls it into right field for a solid base hit.
Here's Melky Cabrera. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Eric, you take a look at these guys as they take the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
And you know, the little things have been a recurring theme on these telecasts for years now. But when you're in a losing streak like this, no matter how minor it is, it always seems like the little things are going the other team's way. That has certainly been the case these last few games.
Here's the ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And Hunter will put this one away without much effort for the first out of the inning.
This is a guy that doesn't really have great velocity, so when he elevates the fastball, it can lead to big problems. He gets away with it this time, though.
Jose Abreu will get his first opportunity now. Runner still at first with one away. Now here's the first pitch. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball one. Here comes the 1-0. On the move is Eaton. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. Second inning upcoming here on the south side. It's the Twins 1 and the White Sox nothing.
Leading off for the Twins, third baseman number 24.
Trevor Plouffe is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Eaton is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number one. Oswaldo Arcia will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. And the pitch. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Ready now on 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Well, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Kurt Suzuki will stand in here, looking to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. And now a pitch on the way. Fastball called for strike 2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get him.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Avisail Garcia will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. And this will be fouled away. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will get foul for strike 2. The pitch. Hit hard right back up the middle, and he's got a leadoff single. So with the leadoff man on base, let's take a look at our daily feature here. This date in baseball history. Adam LaRoche will get his first chance at it now. Didn't factor much into the win yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the ball game. Now here's the first pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
That'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. I mean, he's got to be thinking he let one get away there because that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
Alexi Ramirez will get his first shot now. He, too, had 3 knocks in yesterday's win. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. He waits. Now the pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. He's ready now. The pitch. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Here comes a 1-2. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. He'll try again, 1-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with 1 away.
In now, Gordon Beckham. Now a hard liner toward short. And this will get over his outstretched glove. A great effort there, but it's a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away. Tyler Flowers stands in now with a chance to either tie this game or perhaps give his club the lead. Here's the first offering. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. Hunter has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And never much of a chance to even think about scoring there. What a big second out. Number 7. Dig in with Sox on every base and 2 men out. First pitch coming. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. The next pitch. Now a ball hit high in the air and did in fact lands in the corner. Foul. 2 out, bases loaded. 1-1 on the way. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here comes the 1-2. Now a ball hit hard towards center. And that's in there. Base hit. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. 1 run is scored. And now they've got a man caught out there. Now the relay home. And they will tag him out at the plate. And that'll keep our ballgame tied up as the inning is over. White Sox pick up just the 1. Jordan Schaefer will step in here to start their half of the third with the top of the order to follow. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. Here it comes. And now he drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out. Brian Dozier will stand in for the second time here. He tripled and later scored to lead off the ball game. And that's taken for strike 1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Now the pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Eduardo Escobar will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time.
Escobar.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Pitch on the way. They'll try another curveball there, but this one misses. It's 1-2. Now the pitch. Fouled back. Now another 1-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Adam Eaton will come up now to kick off their half of the third. Seems like the hits have been coming fast and furious, EK, but not the runs.
Yeah, you figure if you get 5 hits in 2 innings, you're doing all right for yourselves. But like you said, they've only got 1 run to show for those 5 hits, so they'll need to capitalize a little better. Boy, they are just making life easy for this guy. Swinging on the first pitch of the inning, pretty routine fly ball. It's been a cakewalk here early on.
Melky Cabrera is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Here's the pitch.
Here we go.
Slowly hit to the left side. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third. Jose Abreu will stand in now, the American League's Silver Slugger Award winner at first base a season ago. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. And he couldn't quite get high enough to pull that one down. It's into right center, a base hit.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Avisail Garcia is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0.
And now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 3 innings complete, all tied at 1-1.
First baseman number 7, Joe.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. Here's another 0-2. Swing and a liner towards second. And Mauer's going to get himself a base hit.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. This right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
1 strike now to Hunter. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Comes set, now the pitch. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. And look out as this bat shatters on impact. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. Kenny Vargas will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And that's in there for strike 1. Seems like he's gotten away with more than a few location mistakes so far.
Yeah, and that's not going to last forever, especially in this place.
He dials down on that one, but the result's the same. It's a called strike as he's in the hole now, 0-2. From the stretch. Swung on and lifted down the left field line. And Melky will make the catch for out number 2. Trevor Plouffe will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. First pitch on the way. Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. Twins wind up stranding one. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth, tied 1-1. Adam LaRoche will stand in to get things going for the White Sox. He'll be followed by Alexi Ramirez on deck. Now he turns on one and rips it down the line. Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single. Alexi Ramirez will dig in now, the winner of the American League's Silver Slugger Award for shortstop a season ago. First offering on the way. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Pause, now the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 to Ramirez. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now the 1-2. And that is swung on and missed, and Ramirez is a strikeout victim, 1 away. So with a runner at first and 1 gone, time to bring in our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And that'll illustrate just how different these pitchers are. You can see 95 is the top speed for one starter, with the other topping out at just 89. Gordon Beckham will dig in. He singled his first time around. First pitch to him. Now a ball hit hard towards the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, a big hole on the right side of the infield. You see it there. With the first baseman holding, the second baseman at double play depth, there's a lot of real estate out there. He just bounces it right through the opening.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Swing and a liner. But this is going to get foul. He's set, now the pitch. Swing and a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left. From the belt, the pitch. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
The batter, number 7.
Number 7 will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance. Into the box now, number 7, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. The 1-0 home. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. White Sox strand a couple. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Oswaldo Arcia will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. Here it comes, 2-1. There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now.
He's just cruising out there now. I'll tell you, this may turn into a game of first team to 2 win.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
That's a nice comeback from down in the count, 2-0. He doesn't panic. He doesn't just start laying pitches in there. He had a good plan to start with, and then he executed that plan all the way through the at-bat.
Standing in now, Kurt Suzuki. as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Now here's the pitch. And that misses 1-1.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
The 1-1. Now a big swing as this is popped up. And I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the fifth.
And his control's been real good here into the middle innings now. You'll see where this pitch is. Another great location right on the corner, and it gets him to pop it up.
Stepping in now, Jordan Schaefer. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
And the pitch. Runs up to bunt here and pops this one up. Noesi is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Nothing doing here this half. Home half of the fifth coming up. All tied at 1-1. Adam Eaton will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Ball one. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Now the 2-0 home. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. No problem here, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 53.
Leadoff man gone, and that brings up Melky Cabrera. And here's the first pitch. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. Hunter is there to take it, and they're able to take care of Cabrera on just a single pitch. Jose Abreu will dig in. He singled his last time around. This one on into center field for a base hit.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Avisail Garcia will step in. 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the first offering. Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. White Sox leave 1. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Brian Dozier will stand in now to lead things off in the Minnesota 6th. Fastball in there for a called strike. And now a pitch on the way. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. Eduardo Escobar is at the plate as he watches ball 1. 1-0 on the way. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. Swing and a shot toward right center. And that's a base hit. Joe Mauer will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. First pitch coming. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Ramirez for one. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Adam LaRoche will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the sixth. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. Here it comes. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Pitch on the way. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Yeah, he had him in good position here. 0-2 to start the inning. Just can't seem to finish him off.
And that is off the first base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often. The tag, and he is called out trying for two. Bad decision. So one away in the inning now for Alexi Ramirez. Here's the first pitch to him. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
1-1 pitch on the way. Line hard to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Here's the pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. But it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
Base hit.
Well, for all the hits these guys have, they absolutely should have more than one run. It's about time they started to take advantage of all these base runners.
First pitch and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. The remains tied 1-1. Back here on the south side of Chicago, all square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Torii Hunter will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. Neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. And Torii able to lay off that one. It's 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Well, this ball was hit pretty hard, and he's just hoping to get on base as the go-ahead run. But it kind of hangs up there a little bit too long, and it finds the outfielder's glove.
In now, Kenny Vargas. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Now the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. The pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
That's a ball.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And I think that's what they were trying to set him up for. Going with that changeup down in the zone on a 1-2 count. Very difficult to react to, but he did a great job of holding back.
And a bouncing ball, foul. Ready with another 2-2. Now a fastball here as this is slashed the other way over the third baseman's head. A fair ball.
Oh, that's just a nice play out there in the corner. You know, with most guys, this is a sure double. But he might even have hit this ball a little too hard because they can get it back into the infield quickly, and that's going to hold him to just a single.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. And a drive out to deep right center field. Eaton back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Now he continues to pitch well out there. Here's his pitch breakdown so far.
Oswaldo Arcia is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. He's set. Now the pitch. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. Fouled back. 2-2 pitch on the way. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball as it holds at 2-2. Sets the 2-2 pitch. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Such a good at-bat right there.
Meanwhile now, this is a drive out the straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and it gives the Twins a 3-1 lead. Kurt Suzuki will step forward now, lined out and popped out in his previous 2 trips. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Here comes Robin Ventura now out of the White Sox dugout. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. Jesse Crain will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. Kurt Suzuki will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. Now the first pitch. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Now the pitch. And this is swung on and missed there by Suzuki, and he's in trouble now, down 0-2.
I think he needs to cut down on his swing a bit, get a little more compact, because He ain't going to be touching those fastballs.
Another 0-2 coming. A ball and 2 strikes now to the 2014 All-Star.
And now, as a hitter, 1 and 2, you've got to be thinking right center field. I'll take a little.
And sorry to interrupt, but the play has been made for the 3rd out. Inning over. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. Minnesota's out in front, 3-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up.
Second baseman, number 7.
Now the first pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The center fielder, number 1.
Adam Eaton will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Now here's the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk. Here we go.
And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Schaefer is there, 2 gone. Melky Cabrera will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. And the first pitch here is pulled on the ground to 3rd. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Down in order go the White Sox. Score holds, it's 3-1.
Leading off for the Twins,
Jordan Schaefer will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And the pitch. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Brian Dozier will dig in. Took a cold 3rd strike his last time. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And now a pitch on the way. Here's a ball hit in the air out toward Cabrera in left. And he's got it for out number 2. A good performance thus far by the visiting Twins, and they lead it here in the 8th as you get a look at our line score to this point. Now here's the first pitch. Eduardo Escobar is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. Throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Here's the 1-1. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now here's the pitch. To 2-2 now.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
A ball hit hard to the left side. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
So far, it's almost like these guys have been winning with smoke and mirrors. Even after this base hit, they're still being out hit by 4, yet they're on top where it counts on the scoreboard.
Joe Mauer is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. He waits, now the pitch. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And Beckham will tuck this one away, and the inning is over. 1 left for Minnesota, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. Jose Abreu is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why you can't get these final 6 outs.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Here's the 2-2 offering. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. And that'll get on through into left for a leadoff single. Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And a change is coming as that's going to be off for his starter, Tommy Milone. Avisail Garcia will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Adam LaRoche will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Now here it comes. That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit, 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Yeah, I don't think this is a guy you want to mess with here. He can hurt you in more ways than one.
Here he comes on 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout, and he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Good guys held in check here, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Corey Hunter will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Called strike at the knees, 1-1. 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed, 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Kenny Vargas will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And this will be fouled away. Pitch on the way. And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Swung on and lifted into shallow center field. Eaton comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off and he makes the play easily.
First pitch on the way. Now a little dribbler up the line to first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. The pitch. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
And it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here to mix in a take every now and again.
Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Garcia is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3 as the lead remains 3-1. Glenn Perkins is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen. Alexi Ramirez stands in as he looks at ball one here. Now the 1-0. Late on the fastball there is this, and he's got that all-important first out here to start the ninth.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number one.
Here's the first offering. Gordon Beckham comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Now the pitch. Not a bad pitch there with two strikes, but it misses 1-2. So 1-2 with one away. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. Tyler Flowers is the last chance now with two out here in the ninth. First pitch to him. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. And that is going to wrap things up as the catch is made, and the Twins are in the win column for the first time this year as the ball game is over.
And a good job here to come in and finish this one off. And in doing so, he's going to pick up his first save of the year.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things.